All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tournament Committee podcast presented by the Junior Players Tour. This is episode 12 of the podcast. Man, I'm so bad at that. Yeah, we're back in Ontario. Had Sirocco 2 weekends ago and drove back home. No issues driving back home, which is welcomed.
That might have been the smoothest drive we've ever had in terms of like weather, everything.
Yeah, a little rain. We're like Chicago area, I think, a little bit of rain. But other than that, yeah, it's good. The wind was with us too, which is much appreciated for fuel economy. And no issues on the road, which is great. So, Blake, obviously you flew home and got to avoid the drive, but Charles and I had a great time.
I was able to avoid a drive, just not the Flair Airlines flight. A red-eyed Flair Airlines flight.
Like, that might be your biggest nemesis is Flair Airlines over the last month.
I have bigger nemesises.
I've heard Flair Airlines way too much over the last 3 weeks.
No, my biggest nemesis right now is that we're staring down the barrel of a potential Montreal versus Vegas Stanley Cup final, and I can't handle that.
No, dude, there's no way. I think it's Colorado's going to dummy Vegas, and I think Carolina's going to beat Montreal, so I don't think we're going to have to worry.
Hockey
Brock
odds would be great.
Nelson's got this. He'll save everybody.
If Brock Nelson scores like 7 goals in that Vegas series, then I might be the biggest Brock Nelson fan in the world, Shows.
I've always been a big Brock Nelson supporter ever since he was back on the Islanders.
Oh yeah, sure. All right, we're moving on from this conversation now.
I'm saying that the Islanders shouldn't have ever traded that guy away.
Hey, it worked out good for us. First rounder, Callum Ritchie. I'm not complaining.
That's true. It was a good trade.
What has Callum Ritchie done that Brock Nelson hasn't?
Callum is 20 years old, bro. He is going to be a stud. He played great in his first year. What are you talking about?
I mean, the grass is always greener. The grass is always greener.
That's right. You've watched 0 minutes of Islanders hockey.
Sometimes you just always wish you had Brock Nelson back on the team.
All right, we're moving on from this, or else we're actually fun.
Okay, sorry.
All right, so Sirocco, what a tournament.
Yeah.
Great weather, other than a little bit of wind, but couldn't have asked for better weather. And then I guess this past weekend it started snowing again out there, so we got incredibly lucky with the weather, which is very welcomed. And Sirocco was I think Sirocco, obviously we have TBC on the schedule this year, but TBC is going to be awesome. Sirocco is my favorite place. I love that golf course.
I've said it a million times. It's my favorite course on the schedule. It's like, even for it to be in that great of shape in the first week it opened, literally opened the weekend before. All the players were commenting on that. I was like, I don't think this place opens if it doesn't look perfect. That's just kind of how it works.
So good.
Yeah,
good. They, Matt, the super there and his crew, they're working all day, every day, getting the course into really good shape. Normally this time of year, we kind of have to go out and, take a little look for some winter damage or, some low-lying areas that are pretty wet, but we really didn't have to do any of that. It was mint out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get to play again this year. So busy.
Yeah. We'll get out there next year and smack the sticks around a little bit. But Craig is the absolute best. Just such a good guy. Doesn't really care what we do all that much, and so easy to work with. And he does a good job. With the membership there too. The membership just loves the event, which is hard to do at a private. I mean, I think they're semi-private, but they have a lot of members there that were taking up, some primetime slots at the beginning of the year when they just want to go out and play. And, all the members just asking us how the scores were in the second round, or they saw, Benson, who's a member there too, he went 5 under in round 2. They were talking about that all day at the beginning of the third round when I was kind of driving around. So really appreciate Craig and all the members there letting us, use their golf course for 3 days in prime time.
Yeah, I couldn't get through more than one group without getting stopped. And I was doing course tours in the morning about either asking about the tournament or asking how we liked the course. The members are definitely very proud of the course, and it's nice. Most private tracks, like you said, it's hard to get them to take on a tournament like that. So that was great.
Yeah, you could tell based off of how much members really like a tournament or engage in our tournament when they're constantly asking us about scores too. What's the low score today? It's always those questions. Then you always say it, and then it's always oh my god, they're so much better than me. I wish I could shoot that. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was nice too because they had a few of the Sirocco players playing. Like you said, Benson, L, Sella. There's a few of them playing, and they were all either tied for the lead or in the lead or one shot off the lead after round 2. So like it was nice to see the Sirocco players kind of representing the players. Like that's where all the members are asking, like, who's going to win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some good battles, man. And before we move on to like who won the event and all and talk about some of the rounds, just want to say thank you to Alberta. The support that we've been getting in Alberta is incredible. We talked about it on, I think, the last episode or the episode before, about the support we've got out there. And like technically it was a sellout out there, although it was only 48 players, but we were capped by Sirocco on that number. We're going to talk to Craig too in the next few hours here after this podcast recording, and try and work out some stuff for 2027, and hopefully be back at Sirocco without a cap. And just very grateful for all the support out there. And then the Lynx Ridge event is already the numbers are jumping as well. So I think we're gonna moving into 2027. I think we'll probably have 3 events out in Alberta, and show some love back to all the players and parents out there that have supported us so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah, ditto.
Voice, okay.
Ditto, Shaz. I've never heard that out of your
that was weird.
Well, you summed it up great. Didn't have anything to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Let's
So
run through some
winners
results here.
now. Yeah, go ahead. You got him, Shaz, or we can probably do it.
I got it here. So we had Hudson Leon ended up winning the Bantam boys shot 71 first day, so 100 day one. Only won by 5 shots. It was good. That was good division with Shane and Jacob in the last group, kind of fighting it out with them. Sedona White's 7 under for the week, 70, 69, 70 to win the Bantam girls division. She is going to be a player to watch going forward. She was so good. And then junior boys, we had Chase Strang, ended up winning at 2 under for the weekend. Him and Benson battled it out basically the entire final round. I was very worried about a playoff coming with the end of the day and darkness. So glad that that didn't end in a playoff. So Chase ended up taking that one home. And then Elle ended up winning the junior girls. Same thing. Her and Stella were going back and forth the entire weekend. So Sirocco got one hometown winner at least with Elle. So
there was a point in that final round where we were looking to have 3 playoffs in the Bantam boys, the junior girls, and the junior boys, and we had 0 daylight to work with. And I, as someone who's not even on that side of the tournament, that Shaw's and Ty are on the operations side, I was sweating and I was worried about it. And so I couldn't imagine these guys. But no, obviously it all finished on the track there, and yeah, wow, what a finish. Let's go through each individual one, because I feel like in all of our divisions we are deserving winners that deserve to be highlighted here. As we already discussed, Benson and Chase quite literally went back and forth from round 1. Like the amount of lead changes, I wish I had an exact stat, but in that, especially in that final round alone on that back nine, I think the lead changed like at least 3 to 4 times. It was insane.
Yeah, the Chase and Benson literally, like on day 2, I was looking at it, like coming through 13, like Chase had a 2-shot lead, and I was like, oh, Chase is gonna go shoot 67 or whatever, and then coming to scoring, they like flipped scores. Like Chase ended up shooting 69 and he shot 67. They just went back and forth all week. Yeah. I didn't see any of it, but like you were kind of out there watching a lot of the final round, taking video and stuff, so would have been a fun one to watch, I'm sure.
So yeah, it was the same thing. Like it was Chase or Benson would like birdie, and the next hole, like I hate to say it, but like bogey or double bogey. Like it was literally like that's how much it would quite literally change every other hole. Like I'm pretty sure on 13, Benson or Chase had a 2-stroke lead. Chase went like in the penalty area left, took a like ended up doubling the hole. Next thing you know, we're tied. Next thing you know, Benson unfortunately has a bad hole the next hole. Chase is back up. I couldn't even like write the script of it, and I literally tried to stay back as much as possible. I didn't want to get involved at all. I just wanted to get some highlights, and yeah, it was quite literally crazy at the end there.
Yeah, just watching them battle it out. Like I kind of was, taking everything down, but I was peeking in every once in a while, and they were just back and forth, and they're just 2 like absolute beauties too.
Yeah.
Like both Chase and Benson are such good dudes, and just see those guys, like them be like buddies too, and watch it happen, and just like the swings of a final round, and honestly the whole tournament. I know round 2 was probably, it was our best day, right? There's no wind. It was sunny out. Like the course was playing a lot easier than day 1 and day 3. But to put up a 5 under from Benson and a 3 under from Chase there, impressive rounds. And then even in the final round there, like, and there were a few over par, but man, that wind was howling out there. I think it was a 2 club wind at least, maybe even a 3 club wind. And there's nothing to block the wind out there. So congrats to Chase. Benson unfortunately didn't go back to back, but I'm sure there's going to be more victories in that guy's future. He's an absolute stud.
And they said from the start too. Sorry, just one last point on that, Shaz. Like they said from the start, like they're used to competing with each other, like at the top of the leaderboard at other events as well. Like they knew, especially like after round 2 when they interviewed, they were like, yeah, we kind of expected this. This is where it would be. So they're quite familiar with competing against each other, especially when it comes down to it in the final round.
Yeah, no, it was good. And then like Benson being a hometown guy, I was gonna say we almost had 2 hometown winners, but then Benson kind of 2 back-to-back winners. Sorry, with Sella having the lead after day 2, and then Benson having the lead after day 2. Both of them ended up not being able to get it done, but kind of would have been cool to have 2 back-to-back winners in the same event. You guys are done with the junior boys. Move on to the girls here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we start with Sedona?
Yeah, you want to start with Sedona? Okay.
Oh my God, dude, she is incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. I only kind of saw her play a few of the holes, but every time I check a live scoring update, I don't think she was over par at any point throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like she was
3 rounds under par.
Actually, she bogeyed the first hole of the tournament, and then basically was under par from then on.
Yeah, she is like it's fun to watch her.
Yeah,
she hits the ball so well, and she's just tiny too. And you watch her, and you're like, how can you do this? And her family is just incredible as well. She like they're so nice. They're very appreciative of what we try and do, but like just when you like kind of pop by, they're always saying hi and repping the JPT stuff, which is always a plus as well. But
apparently we're too nice to the hats, but
yeah. So she's and it is. I think you said it earlier, Shaz. Like to watch her, she's what 13, I think.
Yeah.
To watch her over the next 5-6 years of her junior career, and then hopefully, off in college somewhere and maybe making some waves professionally in the future. Like, it's going to be fun to watch. Yeah. She's got a real shot at doing some great things in golf. So, very happy for her.
Yeah, one of the moms after the round was saying like her daughter was playing with her, and she said like I literally don't think I saw you. Like it was just down the middle, green every single hole. Like there is no missing. Yeah, I know Sedona's a stud.
The fact that
is she a member at Sirocco?
Yeah, she's a member at a few different places. I think that's Craig or one of the members was telling us like they don't see Sedona as often as they see like Elle and Benson and stuff, but she is a member there. Yeah.
I think it's what's crazy too is looking at how she could have competed if she decided to move up to the junior girls division. Whereas like as much as that field was also strong in the junior girls division, like she would have been up there. Like who knows how she would have fared playing from a further distance, but like her scores were all under par. So
yeah, she went personal best on day 1 and then beat it on day 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't complain with that.
In term and conditions.
And that's something that, we probably don't talk about enough. Like we're not setting these golf courses up easy.
Yeah.
Like she was playing from, 5,500 yards in her division. The pins are Sunday or like club championship pins.
Yeah, it was not easy.
It's a hard golf course in general to begin with. So like to shoot those scores out there is a legit round. And then she's going to be an absolute stud. She already is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the girls on the junior girls side of things, I think that was her first event she played with us, and to watch her and Sella kind of go back and forth too, similar to how Chase and Benson were. Like it was basically right down to the wire. And Al played really, really well that week. And very happy for her.
Yeah, that came down the stretch. That was also one because at one point Elle had quite the lead, not quite a lead, but a safer lead. But to Sella's credit, she stayed right there the entire time. And even at Justine Leon, am I pronouncing that correctly, Shaz?
Yep.
She was within the top 3 the entire time. At one point, she looked to be kind of challenging towards the lead. Elle had no easy path to the victory here. She held off 2 proven champions, especially Sella winning both of our junior girls events in Alberta last year.
Yeah, I never really fully processed it. We were like Elle par at 18 and Sella bogeyed 18 for Elle to win by 1. We were very close to a playoff. I did not process how close we were to that.
Yeah, we would have had to get out there with our like cell phone flashlights out there and finding balls and everything.
Luckily they played fast enough. We still had another good 20 minutes of daylight. Like the Suns we still had time until sunset and a little bit of time afterwards. And we were just going to play the par three. It was at 12. That was right there. So that would have been a little better. And luckily they're both members, so they should have been able to just take a club down and know their yardage.
Yeah, fair.
And that par three would have been such a good hole for a playoff because it's like what 170-ish yards right into the wind. To like a 3 club win. Yeah, that would have been I would have had to pull driver.
Yeah, it would have been a great playoff hole until they both birdied it, and the next thing you know, what do we do next?
We're just playing that par three over and over again is what we were going to do. So
yeah, that would have been a really like not good because of the daylight, but man, it would have been fun to watch.
Yeah,
and you can see it from like up top there by the clubhouse too. So like,
we would have had a good
would have been awesome.
A good crowd people watching that, waiting for awards. Would have been a good one. Like even with it was a front pin, there's that creek that runs through. Like it would have been a tough hole.
Yeah, so congrats to Elle. Her first win with us.
Got ranked on Wagger because of that. Yep. She got a ranking on Wagger from that one. That's good.
Yeah, she deserves it. She played very well.
Emailed me as soon as the event ended about Wagger, so I guess that was important to her. So I'm glad she got that done.
I mean, that's what makes it so much better is when it is important to them and they actually care about it. That's probably one of the biggest things they appreciate when they win, right?
Yeah, especially making that par in 18 get ranked because Stella's already on Wagger, so like she obviously would have loved to get more points, but this was huge for Elle.
Strong junior girls field too. Like how many do we have? Like
14 girls. Yeah, that was a lot. That was like talking to a few of the parents. Like we don't see that kind of field in most junior girls tournaments like at all in the province. So
we had a 4-way tie for the lead after round one, I believe.
It was correct. Round one was.
Matea Hampson was in there as well. Like she had a great finish last year at Sirocco. Again, she was at least top 5, correct, Chaz?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she was in top 5 last year, and then Tristan Anderson was also tied. Couple of the Reimer girls.
Yeah, Jamie too. Always good to see Jamie.
Always good to see Jamie.
I told them when they're on the tee, I was like, I wish they kind of traveled to every event because when there's a Reimer player on the tee, you definitely know about it. It's not just me clapping. There's actually some commotion going on, which was nice. It was nice to have some ambiance around the tee, I guess.
I really enjoyed that, especially during round 3 when the things are kind of lighter around the tee, but also tensions are a bit higher for the players that are fighting for the wins. I really enjoyed that. It kind of gave us like a better atmosphere on the first tee. So keep it up.
Yeah, it was nice. A lot of them stick around for like till the end. Like the whole Reimer crew kind of sticks around till they're there. So like it gets hectic around scoring. I gotta tell them to get out of scoring sometimes, but they're around and it kind of makes the event feel a lot better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jamie. I mean, we can pump Jamie's tires a little bit here, but he does a very, very good job with his academy, and there's like a little mini family there. They all support each other, and I wish that more academies did that because you're right. It adds to the atmosphere of the event, and I think players probably play better because they have that support system behind them throughout the rest of the field. So
you see it in all the top academies, especially from coast to coast. Obviously, Reimer Golf, OGA with Chris Dickinson, Doug Laurie with Focus Golf Group. Like all the top coaches kind of have that same camaraderie with their players, and I think it makes a massive difference for them, especially for the enjoyability of the game.
Yeah, 100%. Last division, Bantam boys.
Yeah.
Bantam boys, Hudson Lean. Yeah, he played great all this week too. So like the 71 day one, you could tell he was happy after that round in scoring. Most of the time, I kind of either get ignored in scoring. So that was one where he was chatty, and he definitely had a great one. That was a good division. I didn't really get to see much of the golf or any of the divisions, but from what it sounded like with the parents I was talking to, that there was kind of a good battle. Hudson had a little bit of a lead, but it got a little tighter as the Sunday went along.
Yeah, the wind picking up definitely wreaked its havoc on that division. It almost shook things up a lot. Like Hudson had a pretty commanding lead heading into the final round, and it kind of questioned a lot of things. Shane Sky had a great final round. I didn't realize he came and kind of snagged second place from Jacob after, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he shot a 76 in round 3 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good for Shane. He kind of came in. He was in third the whole time and then played super well. He captured actually the division low score of the day in round 3, which made him finish in second place, which is very deserving for him.
Yeah, I was talking to his dad when I was picking up our live score on 4, Shane's dad, and he was basically saying like going into it, it's like all you gotta do is make one birdie to begin with, like at the beginning, and if they falter, like you're not out of it. And then he made birdie on 2, and then Hudson made bogey on 2, and then tripled 3. and Shane was right back in it. And I saw his eyes he's not out of this. Like, he has a chance.
Yeah.
So it quickly turned around in that final round.
Yeah, it would have been nice too, like to see a tighter battle throughout the whole day on Sunday, the last day. But I mean, between Shane, Jacob, and Hudson, like Jacob going for back-to-back, he won Sirocco last year. So we could have had a bunch of repeat champions, but man, that was a good battle throughout that whole division.
Yeah, it was actually pretty tight coming through set. Like Hudson's birdied 17 and 18 on Sunday to win by 5. So like it was tight. He kind of just shut the door. He was like, yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, a couple sick birdies on 17 and 18. Those are not the easiest holes.
17 was they were both into the win that day. No, that was the day with down.
No, they were down fan that day.
That was down fan. Yeah, Lucas Sturgeon almost drove the green on 18.
That green on 17 was so hard though, especially like down fan. Like you really got to club select properly. So some good birds.
Also, when was the last time, if there has ever been a time in our young 2-year history where we thought we would have, where there was a good chance for us to have 3 out of 4 divisions having a playoff come last year?
Yeah, not very often. We've only had one playoff so far. Was it?
Yeah, it was
Woodington
Austin and Cash.
Yeah, Austin and Cash. Yeah,
At Woodington.
I think that's the only one.
I believe so too. Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably due for a few more this year. Just hopefully we have some daylight to work.
I'm okay with playoffs as long as we have tee times that aren't at 4:30.
Playoffs are so electric, like especially when the content that Blake can get. Like I kind of want some playoffs just to see, the magnitude of the shots matter that much more.
Yeah, no, they absolutely do. Playoffs are just make all of our jobs that much more hectic at the end, which they're already hectic at the finishing off a tournament too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only downfall of playoffs is making everybody else wait for awards.
Yeah. That's all right. People understand though, right?
Most of them actually end up going to watch it. Like if it's a lot of people, like it might be different divisions. They all play at the same events. They all know each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean that pretty much wraps up Alberta. Like we said off the top, like very appreciative of the Alberta people and the support that we received. We'll be back second weekend in September at Lynx Ridge. So looking forward to that event. I have never been to Lynx, but I've heard good things. So really excited to get out there. Hopefully we can play the course too. That'd be nice.
And I know you already mentioned this, Ty, but just to not glaze over it, that we will be increasing our events from 2 to 3 next year. You did confirm that. It is out.
So he's just locked himself into finding a third golf course now.
Yeah, so get excited. Our 4 listeners are going to be so pumped to hear this.
Actually, we're going to do a quick shout out Jerry Bauer, always listening, appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry.
I've seen him at WGA events, love to hear it, Jerry.
And then we're preparing, I don't know when this is going to come out, little man, but we're preparing for Grey Sallow this weekend, our first Ontario event. We got 50 players as of right now, so good start to the Ontario swing. The support just keeps on growing, which is very, very appreciative on our end. So thanks to everyone, and it's going to be a good one at Grey Sallow. Royal Crown Invitational.
It's a cool name.
Yeah, yep, going to be awesome. And we're finally picking up our new signage.
Oh yeah, there we go. The player of the year sign out there.
Player of the year signs.
And
get some content around that.
Riley Bentley, who was in the field this week.
Yeah, he's playing, dude. That's great. Also gonna do the net return challenge on the range this weekend. So keep your eye out for that.
Am I getting it in front of it, or am I getting behind the net return?
No, we're not.
No.
That was
why not?
No, Blake, we're not hitting stingers at your head.
Yeah, I'll run that by our boys over at net return before we do that one.
I trust them, and I think they would be down for it for sure.
It's a liability nightmare.
Yeah. Hey Tom, we're gonna throw our media guy behind the net actually. So how do you think?
We'll post it if it's bad.
There won't be anything bad, and that's perfect.
I'll sign a waiver.
No, we're not doing that.
If it can hold Bryson's drives, I think he can hold every one of our players' singers.
That's also true, yeah.
I mean, think about the content that could come from this, guys.
Yeah.
What if we do the flop challenge over it? And I'm on the other side of it.
Defeats the purpose of the net.
So.
We can talk about that, but we're doing some net return stuff on the range.
All right, cool. Anything else, fellas, before we sign off for this episode?
No, excited to get going in Ontario. Excited not to have to travel anymore, which is nice. For a little, sorry, not anymore, but for a little bit. I'm excited to the fact that the course is only an hour away.
Yeah, speak for
That's
yourself.
what I'm about to say.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 for me, and it's like 5 for Shaw. So.
I mean, there's not many. I mean, there's more than there is closer to you guys, but Shawsy will have the same thing when we're going to Ottawa events.
Yeah, no, in 3 weeks.
And I'm sorry that the CEO didn't plan any events in Chatham, Ontario.
Who wants to go to Chatham?
Nobody wants to come down this
Actually,
way.
not going to trip Chatham. I think we have 2 Chatham players in the field this week. We love Chatham.
Guys,
so continue
Chatham.
the events.
I would never
Marsh.
say anything bad against Chatham, Ontario.
Marshall Brown, there's another player.
Chatham,
I
Ontario.
don't.
Oh, it's the girl.
Yeah, there's a girl playing. Oh yeah, the one that you met at Burger King.
Yeah, she's running the drive-thru at Burger King. Small town, baby.
Hey, maybe Burger King's our
I gotta
new
remember
spot
her
now.
name. Marsh, I also shout out to Marsh. He also said he listened to the podcast, and I saw him at the golf course at Willow Ridge, and he's repping last year's hat, and he's like, "I'm so excited to get one of the new hats."
Yeah, you also said that the last year Tours hat that he was wearing is legit brown now. Like,
yeah. We're gonna need to get him a new hat, but yeah, he's repping the brand. So
Yeah.
shout out to Marsh. Yeah, cool. All right, boys.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys in a couple days, and we'll see everyone, all the listeners, all 22 listeners, after Great Style this weekend.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
See you guys.